What's going on? Alex here from Natural Testosterone. And in this video, I want to talk a little bit about gut health and then the importance of having optimal gut health when it comes to optimizing your testosterone levels naturally. So these days, everyone and every male understands the importance of having optimal testosterone levels. It will help them have more drive, motivation, that discipline, better dopamine, better optimal hormones, better metabolism, a better muscle composition, just looking better, just feeling better, and all these things. And these things will allow you to accomplish the goals that you're trying to accomplish because you're going to be that driven individual on his purpose, and nothing is going to stop you. So the initial thing when it comes to when I work with my clients and things like that, we look into the NTLS method. In this video, I'm going to specifically be talking about nutrition. So NTLS meaning nutrition, training, lifestyle, and supplementation. So nutrition specifically, and gut health even more specific. So if you're an individual that when you consume a particular type of food, you get irritation, gas, bloating, indigestion, your face goes red, whatever it is, any like allergic like symptoms, symptoms when it comes to when you consume a particular type of food. Maybe you experience cold hands and feet when you consume that meal. Maybe you're tired after that meal. So it all comes to your gut health, your stomach acid, your insulin sensitivity, and it's super important. So when it comes to eating the right foods, like you see all these guys eating like these raw meat, raw this, raw testicles, all that stuff. But majority of the guys, number one, it's unrealistic. I believe in following in a routine that it's simple and realistic to follow, a routine that enhances your life and not take over. It's very unrealistic to be consistently eating those types of foods. Second of all, a lot of guys don't have the stomach for that. They don't have the powerful enough stomach acid to actually digest these types of foods, hence leading to even a worse state. Hence why you really need to know where you are. You need to get clear on your current state and your desired state, and put in the plan that you need to put in to take you from your current state to your desired state. That being said, a majority of guys have digestive issues, and you fix that by optimizing your stomach acid, and then second of all, making sure that the food that you're consuming is easily digestible, like fruit, for instance, honey, sugar, whatever it is, dairy for some individuals, sunlight action. For some individuals, dairy might be an issue because you're in a low metabolic state. When you're in a low metabolic state, you'll have a harder time to digest lactose. Hence why you can't digest dairy. But dairy is huge when it comes to optimizing your testosterone. So once you're in an optimal state, you can consume things like dairy. So first of all, you need to eat the right foods for you. Eat the foods that are, I have a full list. It's like goes to foods that are high in oxalates, low in oxalate, lectins, histamine, starches. And I go deeper and deeper into different types of foods. And depending on your body type, depending on your reaction, I get you to follow a specific type of thing. But for you, just find the foods that you react well to and keep them in your diet. So that's step number one. Step number two is making sure that you don't have any fungi over bacteria, any parasites. So making sure you have a proper supplement protocol that can flush out the system. There's a lot of different supplements that you take, but let me give you a simple thing that you can try right now. Things like activated charcoal twice a week. The reason why you don't want to take it every day, because it attaches to everything and it can actually flush out your essential minerals as well. So things like activated charcoal twice a week, things like a raw carrot salad. If you're a huge believer in Ray Peat, he talks a lot about it. So raw carrot, some vinegar, coconut oil with it, consume it 30 minutes before a meal. So let's say when you wake up, in the middle of the day, and then before you go to sleep. Make sure it's before a meal. What the carrots do is they have an undigestible, they have a fiber which is undigestible, and it acts like a brush in the body, and it basically gets rid of all the endotoxins and flushes everything out, and it helps with improving your gut health. So that's supplement. Then the next thing, making sure you're eating the right amount of macronutrients. So your protein, fats, and carbohydrates are in the right ratios, and you're eating enough calories as well. Enough calories. Next thing, we have basic things like when you're consuming the food, the digesting starts in your mouth. Make sure you actually chew the food properly. You're eating in an environment that you feel safe. You don't want to be stress eating. You don't want to be swallowing the food. Another thing, having a regular eating routine. So when you eat at the same time every day, your body is going to recognize that and is going to get you hungry at this time. It's going to start creating stomach acid, digestive enzymes during that time, and leading to better digestion overall. Then we have things like improving insulin sensitivity. Cinnamon has been shown to improve insulin sensitivity when consumed with a meal, and going for a simple walk after a meal, 10 to 15 minutes. That's another thing. Other things you can do is don't drink too much liquids, because it can mess with the actual stomach acid if you have low stomach acid issues. Another thing is, a lot of people, when you go to a doctor and you have heartburn, many believe, and I've heard crazy stories from individuals talking about how doctors think, and I'm not trying to bring them down, I've just worked with a lot of people, I've heard a lot of stories, and doctors think is when you get heartburn, they believe that it's an issue because your stomach acid is too high. It's quite the opposite. The reason why you're having stomach acid issues like heartburn is when you consume the meal, your stomach acid is not strong enough, and it creates the stomach acid to come up, and that's why you feel that burn. So what you need to do is increase your stomach acid. So not consuming processed foods, eating the right foods, using things like betaine, apple cider vinegar, for instance. And overall, the bulk of it is going to come from eating the right nutrition protocol. And then that's pretty much it when it comes to optimizing your gut health. I obviously go deeper into it with my clients, but this should give you a broad range of things that you can try out, because when I'm working with my clients, it's customized and it's very specific. And if you're someone that's having issues with testosterone, gut health, and overall recomposition, and you just don't know the right diet plan, and I see guys trying keto, carnivore, low carb, intermittent fasting, I see it all. These are just tactics. The principle is you're following a routine that works for you, which I create for my clients. So if you're someone that wants to work with me, there's a link down below to book a call with me. We can talk about it and see if you're a good fit. So that being said, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next. Peace.